All right, here's what's going on here. We are aboard a big ship, and it's got big stern lines coming out, humongous spring lines, and all these are self-tensioning, so they'll automatically move to compensate for the tides coming up or down. You can see we've got tons of cargo here. Every possible imaginable item is either going or coming. Come on, let's go for a round. We're taking a little stroll, which is done routinely per the vessel security officer's orders, to make sure that no knucklehead has come aboard. Several security procedures are in effect 24 hours a day. There will be somebody watching any available entrance to the vessel. So every door is locked as soon as you go out of it. Anybody that comes aboard has to have proper credentials like TWIC cards, merchant mariner cards, passports. Here in the distance, we can see some giant windmills. Let me zoom in a little for you. See those little bitty things? Those are semi trucks. That's how big these windmills are. Come on, let's go. Now we're going to take a look at one of the gangways. Make sure everything's locked like it's supposed to. Yep, see, we see padlocks on everything. So you're not going through one of those doors without a key or making a lot of noise, which will get somebody's attention. Now, what we have here is a gangway, which is basically a set of stairs that can be lowered and raised. And it's going to be supported by wire rope that comes off of a strong back, which is this guy right here. It's your strong back. And there's a control box that will allow you to lower and raise it. It will also have an emergency stop. It's important for these sailors to keep up their health because at the end of the gangway, come on, let's have a look. There's going to be a rope ladder. Now, what happens is when the big ship is underway, going in certain areas or certain seas, we need a really experienced guy to navigate the vessel, which is basically a floating city. And as you might imagine, the most experienced sailors generally are not the youngest sailors. So they'll be working out during their downtime, and that's just a daily part of their lives, because they have to be able to come up to this ship on a little boat, jump on that ladder while it's underway in motion, and scramble up these stairs. One of the safety devices here is a lifeline. So these guys will have on a PFD or life vest, whatever you want to call it. They usually will not use orange foam. They're going to opt for some type of auto vest that's controlled by a bobbin or a salt pellet. And what that is a dissolving capsule that will set off the firing pin inside of the life vest. So if it gets wet, it's going to inflate. If you fall in the water, you got buoyancy. And here's what one of these vests looks like. So we'll go. This is an auto vest. And let me find it on here. Somewhere on here, it will be rated with what's called the ship's wheel. And that indicates that it's for here it is. Or our little ship's wheel. That means you can use it for professional work. It's not just a leisure craft item. There will also be a pull cord. So it can be inflated from either side, or it can be inflated pneumatically with the dissolving pellets. So, I mean, it's a really clever device. All right, guys, that's our little short tour for the day. See you next time.